always impossible and very difficult to select players, especially after we've just had such an amazing CHAN tournament, which I still regret us going out in the quarterfinals against Madagascar, because I think it was there for the taking. So the boys have done incredibly well, and I was very tempted to almost select everybody, the whole CHAN squad, to the internationals, but I don't think that would be fair on the European players, the players that plays abroad, because they as Kenyan as everybody else, and I think they do the best that they can with their respective clubs, and they work hard, and they also expect to be selected when they perform well for their teams to be part of the national team. So yeah, I had to kind of balance the books. So I based just on the players and the positions where they play. And unfortunately, we were kind of hampered with quite a few late injuries from some of the important players. Jonah Olunga, he played, but I spoke with the club representatives at St. Mirren and to the player himself. So he was playing with injections and just until the break, and then so that he can do his rehab properly. So I don't want to be spiteful to the player, because yeah, his club career is also very important. So I respected the wishes and granted him time, but so that he can recover fully, and hopefully in October we'll have him back fitted again for the national team. So that's why he's an absentee from the squad. Marcelo, obviously, as we know, he had a terrible injury in the last match, so yeah, he's going to need an operation on his Achilles tendon, so he's also out. And Amos Nondi, exact same injury as Marcelo, also operation on his Achilles tendon, so yeah, then you're kind of restricted when you have, and then Jonathan Okubo, we know he had the ligament ruptured for his club at Reims in France, so he's also another important player that we're missing out now. So yeah, then you kind of select based on players who's been playing since the season started, and then that's how the squad came to be selected. And obviously the boys from the CHAN tournament, everybody's done well, so it's kind of unfair to say the ones who's here was the best ones and the ones who's not here. It's just because some of the positions that you have in the team clashes with some of the international players, so you have to make the tough decisions, and those are the reasons why you see the players that's here part and parcel. But I'm proud of everyone, and the players that's been excluded, they are still part and parcel of the team, and they just need to go back and play for their clubs, and then when the time comes, if they do well for their clubs, the door's always open to the national team. I still keep a very close eye on La Liga, the Spanish league, and the championship, because obviously I have still ex-teammates of mine that's coaches now in the La Liga. So yeah, so obviously all the Kenyan players, or the players that can be available for the national team, we try and monitor and see how they do in the progress. And obviously Job is a player that I've watched pretty close, because Real Sociedad second team, they're very good. They're a strong side, and they play in a tough competition. And then also Celta Vigo as well, but Kibet hasn't really started yet, and he's a young player, so I don't want to just throw the boy in here. And for me, it's about we try and accumulate as much points as we can, because in life always have surprises. You never know. Teams, the top teams, Ivory Coast and Gabon, they've been doing exceptionally well up until now, but they might suffer some matches, and if you win your remaining 4 matches, you put yourself back in there. So I had to pick the strongest squad that we can, and obviously Job has been playing regularly, and he scored in his last game as well. So yeah, so he was a player that's interested, and he plays on the wing. So it's an area where we could do with top quality players, because when you get to start a campaign from the beginning, you get to implement the way you want to play and the style of play and what we need, and you said I had a little bit of time during the chan competition and what we were able to do and what we were able to achieve. So yeah, so I think when you start with 4 games already gone, played, and you didn't get the maximum points that you wanted, so yeah, it puts you a little bit on the back foot. But it is what it is, so we'll try and make the most of the 4 remaining games. So I want to bring a lot of the local players also, give them a taste of international football so they can get experience and get to grips with the pace and where the football is worldwide, so that we can be ready for when qualifications for AFCON and preparation for next World Cup coming in, because chances now is slim to none qualifying for the next World Cup. But yeah, we are hopeful. We've got 4 games, 12 points that you can play. It will take you to 18 points, but it all depends on what Ivory Coast and Gabon and Burundi also do, because they are ahead of us in the table. But we want to collect as much points as possible, but also give the players a good feeling for international football. So for when we do contest for the next AFCON and World Cup qualifiers, the team will be ready, and we will start from 0 games, and I think we'll give ourselves the best chance possible to qualify.
Well, as you can all see, Ryan is a player who has a very good quality. You see his performance in the national team, just like any other player that was given the opportunity, and this is actually what we need. So it's a really good moment and opportunity also for other players to showcase their skills. And we'll work together, try to get the best out of each other, and that is what is the best interest of the community. Well, first of all, is to thank the government for ensuring that the facilities are quite well. And you can see even the training right now in Italy is quite amazing. The last time we trained here, it was not in a good state, but now you can see the facility. So this is what we've been trying as a country. Infrastructure is very key and pivotal in terms of development of football in this country. And kudos to the government for supporting in every way possible, so that these stadiums, these training facilities, they can be to top level for the players to perform. And also just a big thanks and shout out to the fans who really turned out in large numbers to support Kenya for all the games that they played. It's really motivating to see the turnout, and I hope that they can continue to support the national team, and not even the national team. We also urge them to come in the local league matches to support the clubs. Let it not just end with the national team. Let also support our local club, so that they can also get revenues from the gate collections. They can also have give the players the exposure to these high level kind of games, because with this kind of atmosphere we get the best out of the players. About the Gambia game, of course, you saw how the first leg went. It's a good team. It's a team with also quality players. So it was a difficult game, and we expect the same kind of performance from them. But right now, the team is in good spirits, the players are motivated, the fans are really gearing up to support us, and I believe we are going to replicate a good performance like you saw in China.
Thank you guys. Asanteni kwa kuja.
Great commandos. Go.